What am I going to talk about this week? I guess let's talk about Barry-Roubaix preview, because that's my bike thing this week. Week 14. I guess this is another check-in for my fitness and preparation for July and getting ready for Red Kite Rondi. So I'm driving with a friend of the show, Scott Herman, and Mr. Ziegler to do the 62-mile 100K. I don't know what the actual distance is. The common race distance for Barry-Roubaix. It's my first BR. It's also my first ever gravel race, so a whole bunch of unknowns for me. And as we've discussed in previous weeks, I don't do well with unknowns, so I have a lot of questions, a lot of concerns, a lot of worries going into this. But from a fitness perspective, this weekend I basically did the race distance and more elevation than the actual race had, and got my nutrition figured out. So for everyone that was concerned and heard about my Chillicothe stories, I think I've got it ironed out. So no more horror stories in a field. But I'm excited to do such a big event, and it's something that dawned on me and I talked about it a little bit last week with riding with a big group of people, and not so much riding with a fast group of people, but just riding bikes with people, man. For so many years, commuting to and from work and doing solo rides when I could, riding a bike is fun, but it's way more fun when you have people to do it with, and especially when you start to add miles, and being able to go this past weekend do 65 miles with five friends, it makes it so much fun, and it makes the time go by, and you get to make fun of each other, and you get to talk, and when you start to get hungry, everyone makes fun of each other, and you can tell that the group is getting hungry because you're all hangry, and there's just this dynamic, this like multicellular organism that comes of it, and you can't replicate that when you're by yourself and you're just in your head and you're thinking about how tired you are, how you have a meeting when you need to get to work, or blah blah blah, all these things. But like that's what I'm finding, and I guess I'm rediscovering it, because it's been so long since I've been doing group rides and long rides for really anything. Before it was pleasure, now I feel like it's actual training, but I don't look at it as training, because it's just fun. Riding bikes with my friends is 4 or 5 hours. It's 18 holes of golf, but when you're done, you're tired, and you don't really feel guilty about eating 2 cheeseburgers and having a beer, because you burnt way more calories than that. So look for anyone that's watching this. Look for me if you're going to Barry-Roubaix. Look me up. I think I'm in the 10 o'clock wave. I will be starting with former Cat 5 elite Pete Hitzman. He and I will be riding together most of the day, and I've got Scott and Mike 2 minutes behind me, so I'm sure that they'll catch me. I'll let them catch me so we can all ride together. But if you're up there this weekend, look me up and say hey, and come talk, and let's talk about bikes, and let's go ride bikes together, because that's what this is all about. Like, riding bikes is fun by yourself, but what the hell's the point if you're not engaging with other humans and sharing your love with other people? So that's kind of where my head's at. So I'll probably have some sort of recap next week to see how it went, see how successful it was or unsuccessful it was, and trying out a whole bunch of new bike tech this weekend as well. So I might be able to give some downloads on that kind of stuff. But I'm excited about it. I'm nervous, but I'm not putting any pressure on myself, because I know I can do the distance, and I'm excited to go slide around in the dirt and get a little muddy. So that's really it for me this week. So again, if you're up in Hastings this weekend, be sure to come find me. I'll be very visible. Our kits are olive green and fluoro green on the top, so you really won't be able to miss me. And if not, you can find Pete. He'll still have his big woolly man beard. So come find one of us, and let's just talk and hang out about bikes. And until then, hit up a subscribe, hit the notifications, let us know what you think, give us a like, share us with your friends. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's conversation with Emmy. She is an absolute force of nature, and it's cool that we get to mix somebody like Celine with Emmy, and next week's guest, which I'm really excited for you guys to hear as well. It's we're covering a lot of very, very strong women, and I'm very, very happy for that. And I feel very privileged that we get to talk to all these really, really motivational people that are changing our landscape and creating community. So give it a listen and give us a follow. And until then, I will see you guys next week. Peace.